Recently? Holy shit.
I have poutine all the time, bro. Canadian, bro. Canadian, bro.
BC, if people realize we're on the West Coast, they're going to hate us. It's not real poutine. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
BC poutine. Was it even at a poutine house, or did you just make it at home?
Oh, I make it at home just as good as you
Gravy,
Canadian,
fries.
You know how to make poutine.
It's 3 ingredients.
Yeah, but do you just pour hot gravy on cheese curds or what? See, why are you thinking now? No,
you you pour hot gravy on cheese curds and fries.
I mean the fries. No, you don't.
How do you do it? How do you make?
I cook the fries in the oven till
Obviously.
they're nice and crispy.
Okay.
Obviously, or even air fry them until they're even nicer.
Yeah.
Throw the cheese curds on them. Throw it in the oven for a couple minutes. Throw the hot gravy on there, and throw it back in the oven.
Talk again.
Throw it back in the oven until it's
there you go.
fucking.
You gotta keep it close.
Throw it in the oven till it's bubbling.
Too close now. Now it's making it too well.
Oh my god.
There we go. I fixed it.
Right, there we go. You throw it in the oven until it's bubbling. You take it out. There you go. Got to be in like the ceramic, whatever it is.
With the gravy in there already?
You put the gravy on, so you heat up the cheese curds a little bit, like not to like bubbling. You just heat them up a little bit so they're just not like
not chunky. Yeah.
Yeah, you pull them out the fridge and they're cold. You gotta like heat them up a little bit. Then you put the gravy on, put the whole thing back in. You can put whatever else on there, whatever you want. Throw it back in the oven for a bit till you see it bubbling, and then you take it out, put it on like one of those mats, and it's good to go.
That sounds like so much work. You know what I do? I go to the local store or like wherever they sell it, and I tell the store owner, hey, I want a fucking poutine because I'm not going through all that work. I don't make poutine at home. That was the right answer.
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm Canadian.
I'm French.
You're not French Canadian. You're just French and Canadian. There's a difference.
Yeah, being French. I'm not French Canadian. I'm French and
Canadian. There's a difference.
Slight. It's the and. That and is so. It's so powerful. You need to know about it.
Big difference, though.
Like if you don't know about the and's gonna get you. It's that simple.
That's such just a big and though. Like it's just a big difference.
What else do we got on here? Oh my god, what is this nonsense? Oh, someone pretending to be Tyler the Creator.
French and Canadian. How do you feel about that, Austin?
Oh, want to hear about what they're doing? Ooh.
Well, isn't that what Canada is? I don't know.
There's French Canadians and there's people who are also French.
But we're recording, man.
Canadian.
Get off your feet. You better be looking stuff up to talk about. They're not be talking to nobody.
Right, let's hear it.
Shit, pass the mic.
Pass the mic. He wants to say something. He's got something to say.
We got.
No, you let him speak his mind. Let him speak his mind. You guys gotta let him share.
If I'm messaging girls, I'm gonna go fuck.
We recording.
Hey.
Shout out all the ladies who be messaging the boys, I guess.
All right,
Gamer
so what do we
boys
got here?
Get girls too. What are you looking at now?
Okay, we got a bunch of things on here.
Just throw one down. Like, don't make me just throw something. Talking about Canada was too much for you guys.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to find like a fucking
Jake Paul versus Top G. Who you got?
We can get that one going again.
Yeah,
So
Jake Paul versus Top G.
This is the fucking ultimate chance. So Top G is saying, take a step outside of the Matrix. Get into the real world, all this shit. This fight versus fucking Jake Paul, I actually think he's gonna... I hope, and I think he's gonna kick the living shit out of him. And it's gonna be an actual first real fight. Like, the first real fight that we see from Jake Paul.
Just him getting dogged?
Just not even him getting dogged. Like, him, like, just actually getting a hit and, like, not doing a full-on, like, rehearsed dance.
Song and dance. Okay. I see that. So you think it's actually going to be a real fight?
Yeah, because I'll bring it up again. The Tyron Woodley fight literally looked
fake.
like...
Fake.
It was fake. Like, literally, the way that he dropped his hand and got knocked out, you look, his head slightly turns to go this way, because he literally said he goes to go right, and boom. Knocked out. Michael B. Jordan in the movie in Training for Creed, he has to get knocked out. He gets knocked down. He doesn't get knocked out. But he's training for that punch, and he keeps turning his head turning his head, and then finally when they go 3, 2, 1, he gets hit. They drop the exact same way.
Can I get a slam dunk?
Your cup says slam dunk, so yeah, you can.
First G.O.P slam dunk, boys. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think? Actually, I have no lie there. It's either Top G's dropping him real quick,
I have no doubt that he will.
like either a first round shocker because he just wants to ruin his investors.
No. I don't think he will, because I think it will be a money grab too. So they're gonna make it go the distance. It will be a good fight. He will make
But a
sure
short
of it.
fight would be so shocking, and you would get so much out of that, like 2 minutes. Like some of the most exciting, like some of the most memorable fights are like bad.
You get say out of a 2-minute fight, guess what? You get they each probably get 2 or 3 good clips for their fucking for their promotion, whatever. Think of a fight that goes 5 rounds.
It doesn't even matter about the length. If the fight ends in a sweet chin knockout, that's the best
fight.
combo.
Think if it's a good fight and they have all these people buying into everything.
The longer it goes, the worse they get. Like the less likely.
No, they want it to be a show. This is gonna be a fucking IRL movie for people. I'm telling you, they're gonna make it like a show.
But we're so
even though they hate each other, this is probably another just a fucking.
This is just Top G trying to get back into good graces.
He just not even he wants attention. He's just here and he's gonna make a statement, I think. Because this is just a platform. He's banned from all platforms. Yeah, he's on Rumble now. I think he's gonna go and make a statement.
What the fuck is Rumble?
It's it's right wing YouTube. It's for where you find Ben Shapiro. And,
it's a YouTube kind of.
It's for where they, but yeah, because YouTube has such very I don't even want to speak on it because YouTube might come at us. But YouTube's got some weird rules on what you can and cannot talk about.
Different.
Yeah, what will get you monetized and what won't type stuff. And certain people just find YouTube way too left leaning, and then they just go to the
Rumble's it's like a YouTube
for
search kind of thing.
It's like a YouTube for conservatives almost, or just people with really fucked up stuff to say, depending on how you want to look at it.
Sure.
Yeah, but Rumble's just another YouTube for people who are already boycotted off, because a lot of people get boycotted off.
You're probably
gonna
pay for a subscription of that or something, don't you? Or you can just search up Rumble.
I mean, honestly, you should That's how either ads or subscription, because the people making stuff have to get paid, so they need some sort of to get paid. So you can't have it for free and pay people.
And then you get hit with probably crazy ads. Or
either that. I think it might be off subscription.
Shit.
But some people do better on Rumble than they do on YouTube. It's just if your fan base is willing to come with you, then yeah.
It's probably just a certain following on. A more consistent group it's not targeted, but it's just
it's how Twitch has its platform.
Exactly, yeah. It's more biased kind of platform. Not really, but not
biased,
really biased
compared to YouTube though.
No, I don't mean biased.
They're all biased. All platforms are biased.
Yeah, because they're all focused.
They're more. The more group on Rumble, I guess, is more focused towards something.
Red pill. I guess what we would call red pill activities.
Yeah. It would just be more
Andrew Tate stuff, Sneeko, anyone you see.
People who are getting banned, they're accepting
for their open anti-Matrix. People who think they're against the Matrix, those motherfuckers, find themselves on Rumble because nowhere else will have them. It's money for Rumble, and they know they have a fan base, but
and they're making cake probably, and that's a huge play by them, honestly.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, are we back to masking again? Ontario top doctor to recommend public to mask.
Yeah, but Ontario's obviously just been
Ontario's
kind of a mess. It's literally kind of a mess this whole time. Literally. Literally throughout this whole thing.
Hasn't Ontario always been a mess though?
Historically, it's just a melting pot of things bad to happen.
Yep.
Nothing is...
what I'm trying to say is nothing really comes good kind of thing.
No good things happen. We get good stuff. It's just it's right on the U.S. border. It's right next to Quebec, so it's just a hodgepodge of
they're just
Plus, modern on Toronto is just kind of Toronto. There's a lot going on in Ontario. I don't have anything good or bad to say about Ontario.
The future, advancement of technology. There's fucking a bunch of things on here.
Great places.
I'm just peeping here for anything. You guys got something going about?
Well, Austin's got down here some things.
Shopping mall.
I, for one hand, am passing the mic to you because I gotta go.
Shit, Sonny.
I will be
Giving me the mic.
We will take a quick intermission. Pop, 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 pop.
Shopping malls.
Hmm?
Shopping malls.
But they're not even really called malls anymore. They're just like centers nowadays.
Yeah. Someone thought about.
Do you even go shopping that often?
Sometimes, yeah.
At malls, or just like do you go to like stores specifically just designed for what you want instead of going into a mall?
When I go shopping for like clothing, I normally go to a mall.
Yeah, for clothes. That's what you could get that anywhere though.
Well, no, yeah, but normally I go to a mall.
Is that what like?
That's what I've done since I was younger.
See, like when I go to the mall, I usually just go to the mall for like a quick electronic piece. I don't want to wait for Amazon to deliver. That's like what I would do.
That too.
Like all these stuff here, like that's what I would go.
That too. Or just like shoes.
Shoes, like pending, because I could just go to like the actual like I could just go to an Adidas store for Adidas shoes or a Nike store for Nike shoes. Why do I want to go to a mall?
Trapline.
Part 2. This is actually like part 5, people, but we're really bad at it.
We are losing parts.
Mentally, physically.
I wouldn't need a fire truck.
What? That's one of my kids' fire trucks. Yeah, that kid's a mess. Shout out children.
Shut up, fire trucks.
What? Oh, I guess.
It's not random. Show the fire truck, Austin.
Let the kids
Just
see.
so they know I'm not speaking nonsense.
Yeah,
There's a fire truck
we
here.
support big business.
It's what was found.
Let me see that one. Is that, it's not even probably one. Actually, probably one. Oh, this is cheap. All right, what? Oh yeah. All right, whole area's clean. I fucked up. Woo! Okay, we're back. This is the first episode. We don't do introductions
Second.
until the end because you don't know who we are till we leave. So you wait till the end to
Exactly.
figure out what our names are. We haven't figured out our names. Some kids call me Jimmy P, but those kids need to be fucking away from me because I have my own child. I don't know why he's bringing these weirdos near me. No, I'm kidding. All right. Anyway,
Right.
what's up?
My topic sheet keeps flying off. We need to find it.
Your what?
Topic sheet.
Man, you got to keep control. Austin has it. It's right there.
No.
Oh, good lord, we
She's
lost it.
blank.
Oh, it's in the corner.
Pass it off.
Let's get to the real topics.
I don't even know what to pick here. Pick one, Austin. Look at one and just pick one.
Canadians. All right, let's get back to gaming. Favorite. All right, let's get back to gaming the way God intended it.
Trading cards.
What?
What can you tell me about trading cards?
I can tell you so much about trading cards. Pick a game.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh's been a mess ever since I finally became an adult. There's way too much going on, and I'm not about any of it. Every fucking card has a paragraph just to explain what it does, because there's so many stipulations and rules that you need to pay attention to. Yu-Gi-Oh's a mess. If you want to go have fun, go play Magic. Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh, you can sue me. I'm going to be playing Pokemon in a few days anyway, so, like, fuck all of y'all.
I've played a card game like that. I think it was Magic. I don't know.
Magic's easy. That's where, like, the under the stairwell kids are. Shout out to the furry community. Don't attack us.
Exactly. See, it's the end of the stairwell, kids, yo.
Just give them a whole area like they're in a slum.
It
End
was
of the stairs.
sectioned off. The people who chilled in the commons, the people who were by the stairs.
The cool kids, you know.
So what are all the trading games?
Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Digimon, Pokemon, fuck, there's so many more. There's a bunch of the weird obscure anime ones that I don't know. Dragon Ball, there's like a Dragon Ball Z one. There's like, if it's got an anime or like
games are fucking ridiculous.
blackjack, poker.
And then you go to the card shop. Where do you go in the card
There's
shop?
the ones I like to play are Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I still like Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'd probably I'm an old ass motherfucker now. I can't be playing all that like new age. Might catch me playing Speed Duel or something. That shit looks fun. Like something quick, something that feels retro, something that feels like what I grew up on. Cause like I don't like when I was a kid, everyone in playing Yu-Gi-Oh at the tournaments was like 40, and I was like, what are you fucking like? How are you even allowed near kids?
How are you allowed near?
Because it's for everybody. But like just getting dogged by some 40-year-old in a Yu-Gi-Oh duel, kind of like I just get my lunch money, go spend on some cards, and get. No, these people are fucked up. I'm not gonna do that to motherfuckers. If you want to go play Yu-Gi-Oh young, do it. I'm out the game. Like I got abused by adults in that game. I ain't gonna abuse anyone.
40-year-olds playing kids and like, hey.
No, I'll do that to people in Pokemon the way God
Sorry
intended.
I beat you.
Shout out the early release Pokemon getters out there.
What about collecting cards?
What do you mean about it?
Like,
collecting them is way like I'll collect. I love collecting cards. Like finding. It's like collecting baseball cards. Collecting
Rare
cards
ones.
is trying to find a rare card. Is like finding a diamond in the road. It's like that's modern diamond hunting. It's finding.
Yeah, it's the people.
It's looking for like.
They're worth so much now. People are just like in a hunt. It's a hunt to find like the most expensive card.
It's not even like. Yeah.
And you can get them insured now. Like you can get them graded and insured. You get a little case for them. And like if they get stolen, like it's literally insurance. You have insurance on a card.
Like honestly,
You get it graded and it's put into like an actual like database that like it gets a number. Like it actually gets value. It's like a serial number. It gets like an ID thing.
You can do with baseball cards, football cards, like any high grade card. Like especially if you get that thing. If you can get like I remember when I was a kid, I found a Jaromir Jagr rookie card.
Yeah.
When he played for like his first year in Pittsburgh, so like his NHL rookie card because he played a few years like overseas, I think. I can't remember, but he was mad young, and I was like, "Yo, this card in like 10 years is gonna be worth a lot." But I was like 8, and I didn't know any better. Nowadays, I just I buy now because like when I look on like stuff that I remember from my childhood, all that stuff's worth a lot of money. So like what I do now is just whenever my kid gets like to the age of like looking for stuff, I'll buy it. I'll buy one for him, one for me, and I'll keep that one because, like, in 10 years, that thing's going to be worth paid.
Reason to. That could just be where, even if it isn't something now, like...
if it's worth, like, $30 now in, like, 10 years, even without inflation...
Even a couple dollars now. Things that were worth, like, cents years ago are going for, like, hundreds now.
Like, I don't know if you remember Digivices. They're, like, Tamagotchis for dudes. Those things, if you had, like, the generation from, like, 2004, 2005... Eggs, right? Yeah, but you like connect another dude and like battle them.
A good comparison would be like shout out to Nike, their shoes like with Air Jordans and
the Jordans collections like the red if you keep your shoes in good condition.
Yeah,
but like
they can vary price.
Shoes even now.
Shoes is a whole other mess.
Shoes has gotten so big now. Like shoes that even think of back in the day, fucking Air Force Ones were like the cheap shoes like.
No, if you guys just want to keep it in between, I'll turn the mics up for you.
That people were fucking just buying all the time. Now Air Force Ones are like the most bought out shoes. Like I've tried to go to Champs, I've tried to go to Sport Check, and they literally say no. Like the second that we get an order of them, they're bought out. Like people come and buy it, and not like a family comes in. Like one person will come in and buy like 4 pairs. Or even 2 pairs, and like get multiple people, that just adds up and buys their whole supply out. And say you need like a 10 or 11, that's like probably one of the most common sizes right now.
Well, no, big size shoes they make less of because less people are huge.
Well, yeah, but it's you're not gonna find
size 16 feet people everywhere. Exactly. So I make a bunch of those.
Yeah. So, but like 10 and 11 right now
are like, still pretty big shoe size.
I know, but they are. But it's like
you just in that shoe size.
No. I'd say probably to like 8 to 10, 8.
Like up to 9, you can find anywhere.
Not even Air Force Ones, man. Like kid sizes, yeah. Air Force.
No, like up to size 9 adult.
Yep.
Easy. Like I look for size 11s. They're like, no, we got 9.5.
When I went, they literally said, yeah, no, we don't even have any.
Where'd you go though?
Unless I went to Champs and.
That's why you fucked up. You need to go to a Nike store and get the Air Forces.
Where's the Nike? Like,
there's one in Granville. I think there's one in Seattle.
There's a Nike.
One in Dawson has one. I think
Dawson has one. I've been there.
Yeah, there's a
they
few.
Don't have one. They have. It's not a Nike outlet at Metro.
There's like a straight Nike store. You just gotta go to the Nike store. They'll have Air Forces. Trust me. It's like their number one shoe. It's not a Jordan store. You're in a Nike store.
No, yeah, I know. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you got to go to one of those places. But even then, like, still, for some reason, well, like, no, I know the big reason. A lot of people will come in and buy because the thing now is custom shoes. Like, custom Air Force Ones. A white Air Force One or even a black Air Force One is just a blank canvas. And people sell those. You can get Air Force One for probably, like...
Yeah, but, those have, like, no actual resale value.
You can
You're
mark
paying
up,
for what the artist did, not what the shoe. Like,
well, yeah,
if you're looking at the shoe as a shoe, the shoe's damaged completely.
The shoe's gonna be like $100 regardless, but they take orders. That's why you take orders, or like you post them on Etsy and shit.
It's like putting diamonds in a watch. Like, you literally just damage the fuck out of it.
Well,
for one specific person who wants trap.
Like, it depends. Like, I was gonna get these. They were white Air Forces, but I think what was it? This.
Because imagine you got anniversary Air Forces painted on.
So the swoosh, like the Nike swoosh, was like the maroon red like Goyard logo. No, it was like replaced. It was the maroon Goyard logo and like the whole like front, and like not like the.
It was like custom.
Toe of the shoe, like kind of like the front pad of the shoe was Goyard.
So like a custom
nice, and they only wanted $200 for the shoe, so that they paid like $100, maybe even like $80 if they bought like a pair or something.
Yeah, but what happens if Gucci? What if say, if for some reason Air Force and Goyard did a collab for like an anniversary, and now you just spend $200 on a knockoff, where you can spend $50 more to get the real one?
You wouldn't spend $50 more to get the real one because people like that. Bro,
no, if you don't move quick, I'm not, because if you fuck up and like sleep for a day, you fucked up.
Quick, people like research this shit now. Do you know how fast like
that's moving quick?
Like no, the shoe that Nike made for like paraplegics, like the slip on.
No, that was an atrocity. That was a fuck up. Yeah, that wasn't even like an anniversary shoe.
That still happens. That was like literally, this shoe was made literally for like, I guess, disabled
people who can't like put their shoes. People who
can't put their shoes on. So it's like this shoe that like folds, and they literally just like the second you step into it, it like does up
and it collapses into your foot.
It collapses into itself. Wow. So you pretty much just supposed to step in and step out of them, right? Yeah. So people bought these out, like it was like a trend, and people were buying them and upselling them like ridiculously on StockX.
That's with any shoe nowadays.
No, but this shoe was like literally designed for paraplegic and like disabled people who can't put their shoes on, and these people just took it and made it as a trend and bought them all out. Like, it was sold out so fast because it was a new drop.
It's just a foul thing to do.
Yeah, it was a foul thing to do, and they literally saw it as like a new Nike drop.
But you can't like just sell them specifically to people who need them, or people who
they were selling it to anybody.
Yeah, like you kind of have
people,
to.
Well, like I know, but like it's something.
Imagine like being discriminated on because you're not a
no. Like, it's not even being discriminated on. It's like, oh, we're like making
people will make it like that.
Like,
we're not selling it to you because you can walk. That's literal discrimination.
Well, I don't know. I think
imagine subbing out the ability to walk for like a race.
It's not like, no, we're not gonna sell it to you, but like you obviously like it's
you don't need it. Like, you just don't need
it. Exactly. It's designed for a certain purpose.
But how do you know they're not buying it for a family member now?
Well, like, who knows?
You buy like 6 at once. Like,
well, yeah, exactly. Like if you're gonna buy a pair, go in and buy a pair. But like if you're gonna buy like 10 just to resell, like
you're a slime ball. It's the same thing with the toilet problem. Like,
it's
unfortunately, that's capitalism. You're allowed to make those moves, and the people who fall in line with your moves fell in line with your moves. It's not. If you want to go pay $50 for something you could go buy on Alibaba for $5, that's your right. You're getting it maybe.
Alibaba, they did a test. I'm not sure what year it was. It was one of the recent years. Alibaba and Amazon, they did a contest to see who would sell more in.
Like more and not even make more?
No, make more money like in in a week, like the amount of money. I think.
They're both capable. Like, depends on who's buying. They both could easily kill each other.
So Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Amazon made the number. What was it? 3 million. 3 million in the first day, or something like that, and then Alibaba made 39. No, in the first week, I think. In the first 2 days, they made $3 million, and Alibaba in the first 12 hours made $39 million. Surpassed them so much just because their prices, and like it's just their whole fucking thing. Like they surpassed.
The prices are only like that because you have to buy in bulk.
I know, and it's in bulk, but their Alibaba like surpassed Amazon by so much, and I can't remember the exact days, but they showed like a couple days worth of what Amazon made, and it was like, this is what Alibaba did in like 12 hours or 24 hours, and it was way more than they made in like however many days.
Yeah, no. If you're like if you're an actual business, Alibaba all the way.
Well,
But, like,
Alibaba
yeah,
is just a
Alibaba's
free
gonna-
enterprise of people. Like you can,
it's just people trying to make business.
you can exactly.
Free
You can
enterprises.
you can have your own brand, and like you don't have the facility to like say like I have a hoodie brand who makes clothing, but I don't have the equipment. I just have all the details and all the images and everything I want to depict. You can pay someone on Alibaba to go and use their factory and use all their shit, and they will like print it and ship it to you, and you pay them.
See, like the only reason like I choose Amazon only on Alibaba is because actually I think they're both important. Like when you're starting up a business, you're better off
But I
going
think
through
Amazon's just a little
Amazon.
bit different. Yeah.
Like if you need like say like because we're trying to like if you want to make that tea like that's definitely gonna be a plan. Like I got so many plans for this shit.
I know.
wanna
I've
get
been
you
thinking
shit.
about that as well.
I want
yeah.
you to make like an intro beat for us. That's what that'd be something that you can do. Brand yourself out there. Be our little because you got the beat making ability. We got a beat maker here. I guess I'm at like we'll call me jack of all trades because I can do everything a little bit. And then I want to get that T-shirt thing set up.
I've really been
Yeah, like what I was talking about that is like you're gonna get everything off Amazon to start. But then like if you want to like get more,
I'll check out Alibaba because literally if I
have to buy, like 8 of them presses.
I don't even have to buy the presses if we go through Alibaba, which a lot of people do, because you go through Alibaba and find a distributor. No, not a distributor, a manufacturer. You go find a manufacturer, and you pay them, and literally send them your shit, all your prints. You make prints on your thing, and you send it to them, and they send you it, and they print it, and you give them all the markup fee and everything as you would as like a regular thing, but you're not just doing it yourself. So like the difference of you going out and buying
Yeah, but you're probably gonna get weaker
of
material.
hoodies.
Like the reason I would say like the only thing I'd want maybe is like a bunch of shirts from them and then print them myself.
Well, think of
so I have like a more like because I don't want like a fucked like I don't want to order 100 shirts and need to sell 100 shirts when I could just buy 100 blanks and then like maybe 8 designs here, 8 designs there.
Which
and you can sell them as like limited drops. And then
doing
now
it
way
yourself
more
with your own
no, like
print.
you're throwing on your real brand. Like imagine like a Sugar Hill. Like you can only buy like maybe like 30 of each hoodie type thing.
Yeah,
you know what
they
I mean?
do.
And then they're just out of stock ever.
Which is what you should do, like because if you're only gonna do certain things and you want them to sell, like just that's what you want. It's a way to stay.
Obviously, some things like a generic
like,
shirt make a fuck ton of, but like certain things you want to
like whoever makes a black tee, like a white tee, that just goes with anything as long as it's cheap. Like people will just buy a white T-shirt or a black T-shirt.
Just slap a little label on there.
Yeah, not even a label, like just literally.
No,
just
but
a
I mean like
tee.
maybe like a hoodie with like a bunch of like kind of like
and you just
the Sugar
put
Hill
something
drip we
on
have.
it. Yeah,
you make like 10 of those, like something with like a lot of effort in, like that would like cost a lot of money to print because you got to go through a lot of shit.
And good quality. Even like the Nelk brand started with like really shitty quality, and now they got money.
You work your way up. You can't just
exactly. They probably even went through like a random manufacturer as well to start with their shit.
Oh, facts, yo. If you have dreams of starting a business, go for it. You got to know how to fucking do it. But like,
yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
honestly
if
interested
Alibaba
in
for
doing
like
it ourselves.
doing the
like,
work. I want to like because they're like, what happens if you order all that shit and they fucked up?
Well, that's why I'd want.
You'd rather just do it yourself,
that's why I want
right?
the machine. Like,
You wanna
'cause
do it yourself.
I know how to use the printing machine. But that's just vinyl. I want the actual like. I want the hoodie. I want to like do it with like the ink, like the paint, like the hoodie paint, the ink or whatever. Where you have like the stencil and you have it strapped down and you like.
Yeah, you just roll it over real quick.
Yeah, you roll it over. I want to do that. You let it dry. Like that's actually like hoodie printing.
Like that T-shirt place in the mall. And
yeah, see, that's like a hoodie printing, and then like you get into like embroidery. That's like some other shit.
Yeah,
so
you
can
get
like
an embroiderer, and then you can just.
Yeah, that's like.
That's literally building up your own empire.
Yeah, see, that's like the shit that that's always kind of interested me. Not the most embroidery part. Like I just self-taught and was good at that.
Yeah, just work. Yeah, like you have like the abilities to just go out and like. That's an important thing for most men. I think you got to be able to like see, like you have to have the ability to dream and then act upon it. That's why like we're doing this because like I don't want to be making music all the time. It's pointless. Like trying to fantasy on something that I think I'm out of date for when I could just do this.
Yeah,
I can involve more people. We can build faster. We can get further. We can network harder. I think that's like. That's true. That's like the ultimate goal is using our ability, like because instead of it just being me doing this and then having to like. Trying to bring people on, we automatically have 3 times as many people as we can like bring in, have involved, utilize to our favor. It's like 3 different pools of accessibility. That's why businesses work because like, you have so many people working together and everyone can do their own thing outside of it.
Different departments. Nobody's just. doing
Everyone's got
every
different
single
skills.
thing. You gotta have people who are working on different things. Take the workload off. Take the workload off and get more things done. It's like the assembly line.
Like we have no
everybody does their own
camera, we
thing.
got no sound people. It's just literally 3 people, laptop, and a bunch of wires.
Boom, 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 boom. Tripping over them.
Just talking about shit that we find interesting. It's like, I think this
Yeah,
is mad important. Like, I'm sick of watching other people. Just want to do this my damn self. I want to make a name for myself. I don't even care about the money. I just want to fucking. I just want to give people content they like. I don't care. I think we've just been rambling for so long. It doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
Like we started this. What was the original question that we just went on like a 15-minute tangent on? I don't remember.
Top G.
No, the one that like that was like the earlier.
No. What was the one?
It's trading cards.
Trading cards.
Yeah, he just went on this rant off trading cards. That's how wild.
Trading
That's how wild conversation is, man. That's how wild the magic of
Trading cards, man.
We went from trading cards to this whole like, yo, we gotta take care of ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's like all you need is like one line. Boom, you just made 20. We just literally just ran through 20 minutes of just like straight ramblings. That's shit right there.
Yeah, man. It's okay. So let's see what else is on this. Okay, Austin.
No, Austin's feeling himself. He's
Yeah,
like, I
feeling
hold
himself.
all. He's like, I got hours
Pick
in it.
another sheet here, buddy.
Oh.
Ooh, I got a fun one for you. When you're arguing with someone you know is just gonna disagree, how do you try and get them on your side? How do you go about trying to
Try
bring
to
people to your side of an argument?
try to give them
Conversation.
try to give them views of how you see things.
Share that mic here too.
Let's see.
Share. What'd you say again?
Give them the view of how you may see things.
But how do you implement that in like? What if they don't immediately? What if they're like, I don't care how you see things. This is how
Sometimes that's how it is, though. Everything takes time.
But like in an immediate like debate, how would you?
In immediate debate,
Yeah, how would you address?
you'd have to show them proof.
Hit them with facts.
Hit them with facts, raw truth.
Exactly.
Straight facts.
Because nothing can really.
Feelings, bro. Nowadays, feelings crush facts.
Yeah.
If someone feels the type of way, fuck your facts. It's that fact. It's that simple.
Yeah, but
It's not supposed to be. Don't get me wrong. It's not supposed to be.
it's not supposed to be. But in the end, it's
That's how
the
it is.
truth is the truth.
What about you? How do you handle like?
I honestly, if okay, so you know they're wrong and they are just stubborn.
Yeah.
Knowing myself, I probably would just repeat their nonsense back to them until they just hear it being nonsense. And then the second that they're looking a little bit flustered, I would then again just hit them.
So you just dive deeper into their bullshit, pretty much.
Oh, I'll dive into their bullshit just until they're confused enough, until I can just say the exact thing I was saying before that they were disagreeing with.
Yeah, you need to
And
read
they're
this.
like-
You need to read this. I
Oh.
wrote down some notes on how to argue properly.
No,
You just
listen. It works. You literally just repeat their nonsense back to them.
Mm-hmm.
The nonsense that they truly believe, you just repeat it back to them, kind of just poke holes in it, and then you just spout your factual knowledge.
After just completely just making them feel like idiots.
Yes. Poking
Make them feel
holes.
like idiots.
Well, if they did, obviously they didn't listen the first time. They're stubborn. Like, this is what this conversation is coming of. This is what, like, the conversation is of. They just didn't listen, and we're just, like...
You're not going to listen. I'm just going to smack you with the ruler until you
Just
hear
the
me.
knowledge is just flowing out, and, like,
Just
no.
cram it in there. Just force it in there.
Not even just force, you just kind of just... You poke holes in their nonsense, and just... knowledge.
I like the poke
Destroy
holes
them
aspect,
within.
but just I feel like the way you go about it is just honestly just gaslighting.
Yeah.
Borderline gaslighting. These motherfuckers.
So you gaslight them out of their position, and then you just spout facts right at them.
Make sure to get it all on film so they look crazy
Oh.
as possible and out of context as possible.
Their walls are down, and you poke holes in the nonsense. Spit facts. They can only just hear it. That's all they can do is just hear it and
Eventually,
listen.
they're gonna have to crumble. You're right.
But eventually. Every time.
Eventually, they're gonna have to break down and do what you say.
Every time.
Why didn't I think like that, man? Fuck.
You just poke holes. You just listen. You listen to this story. Yeah. And guess what? So can I just say something, and just boom, 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 poke holes in the whole story.
Kids, don't listen to this fool. Don't argue like that. Your parents gonna smack the fuck out of you. People are gonna leave
You
you.
just poke holes in the whole story and just knowledge.
That's one way of going. I don't even know why I asked that question.
Swoops in.
We got straight up just hit him with knowledge and be calm with Austin over here, and then we got you over here just like kick him in the nuts until they feel the knowledge. No. It's like metaphorical nut kicking.
Absurd.
Like metaphorical nut kicking.
Gaslighting. I prefer.
It's two ends to the same.
Can you tell me about currency and money?
Currency?
Yes.
No, I can't.
I can tell you that I'm pretty sure the Canadian dollar is fucking pretty good in Thailand. I'm not sure about now, but last I heard, our money's fucking pretty nuts over there.
Over there, not here.
Our money's...
No, our fucking money's not even nice here. Like, it's not even nice. You go over to the States, we're getting robbed for the Canadian dollar.
We've been getting robbed. I remember when our money was worth more and they gave us even.
Like, exactly.
Americans are assholes. They just, especially on the border, they just don't like. They hated when our money was worth more.
Oh, they hated it. It's like, so what do you have in your trunk? I'm gonna search it all. I'm gonna pay duty.
I have a $100 Canadian bill. I want back $110. You fucking Washingtonian, give me my money. Yeah. I remember like in high school.
Oh, you have $1. Can I get it converted? Here's 3/4.
They told us not to go down there with American money because they wouldn't respect it. No, don't go down there with Canadian money because they wouldn't respect it. And I looked my coach in the face. I was like, but our money's worth more. Exactly. This is like 2011, 2012 when like our dollar was like up. And I was like, bro, if I'm spending $100 Canadian, I want my $9 back. Like what? Like how is this conversion? And that was like the only problem I've ever had with currency is that even when your currency is up, it doesn't mean the country's gonna respect it. They should, but they might not.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not under $100.
Like,
definitely
I had
not.
some American money, but I also brought my own Canadian money. And when I went into gas stations with my Canadian money, it literally was like, holy fuck! They literally looked at me. It was like, what the fuck is this?
Like they've never seen it one time in their
life.
Like,
was that the plastic money?
They've seen it before. No, not the plastic money. This is like when I was like 11 or 12. Like this is probably like 2011 or 12.
Oh, when our money was worth more still.
Yeah. So I went there and I'm using my Canadian bills and they just gave me the look like literally like what the fuck, like what is this?
Why is there a goose on your dollar? Who's this woman?
What is this? Who is this woman and what is this bird?
R.I.P. the Queen, but like like back then when she was still like in her like what was that like? I was gonna say her young days. It's like she was like 70.
Young days. Yeah, she's just like still 70 in that picture. Died at like 102 or whatever she was, like 90.
That woman had the. I swore she was never gonna die for a long time.
Well, I don't know. I just know that
the way she was going at it.
I just know that her and Marilyn Manson, if she was still alive, would have been the same age right now. You know that?
Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Holy shit, my bad. Marilyn Monroe.
No, you fumbled that bad.
Cut that.
No, that's staying. He said Marilyn Monroe. Man, you said Manson. Nah, I'm covered for you. He said Manson. He said Manson. He said Manson. He said Manson. You wish.
He said Manson, bro.
No, I said Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Manson's that's fuckery. No, I said Marilyn Monroe.
His music is wonderful if you're into that. I'm not. I'm a Christian. That music gives me fucking hives.
Why would you just say that it's wonderful and say, I don't like that? It gives
it's
me
a
hives.
joke.
I think you're faking. I think you just like love.
I don't know if anyone can see this. Holy Bible. I don't listen to Marilyn.
Yeah, I think you have something. Manson. I think you have something hidden inside that Bible. I think it's hollowed out.
Only hollowed out by my love for Jesus Christ. You ain't gonna get me slipping.
It's a fake Bible.
This is secretly a Christian podcast and you're trapped.
I secretly have never been here.
I'm joking. this whole segment would be just would be useless if that was true. The amount of times we've cussed and just talked about fucking garbage. Like, I just said fuck. It's not a Christian podcast. I might be Christian, but I'm not the best of them.
Tell you right now, I'm not.
I don't care. You're Italian. Someone in your family's Catholic. And they're looking down upset. Mad upset. Hard. Can't go back to Italy. Genoa? Oh, fuck me. Good luck getting into Venice, buddy.
Fuck. Okay, no, I found out where... I can't remember where it exactly is. It's southern. It's southern Italy.
So you're not even northern Italian?
No, it's southern.
Pathetic.
It's southern. It's like closer... He showed me where it was.
So you're like almost Sicilian.
He showed me where it was, but I couldn't remember the name. It's down, like, literally, like...
By the tip of the boot?
Where Italy starts here, it's like, it comes down the boots here, we're like right here.
Rome?
Like
right
near
Rome?
No. Rome's like more...
Halfway down, like, Rome's like halfway down.
I know, no, we're like more than halfway down. We're like, oh, I guess, like, right almost where the boot starts. Like,
that's like where Rome kicks in. I'll show you where Rome is on a map.
Okay, look it, search it up.
You sound papal to me, bro.
I'll point it. I'm, like, remembering it wrong. I'll point it out to you. Because all that new furniture that I got, I went to my grandpa's crib to go pick it up. And I was like, oh, I never noticed that new painting that you have there. And it's like it was like an old Italian map.
Yeah, here's a map of Italy.
That he has painted.
Whereabouts? This is a shitty one. But what part of the boot are you from? I've never seen an episode of The Simpsons. I have no want to. I'm not going to. That show's just not... I don't know. My parents said it was just something I couldn't watch. And I was just like, well... by the time I grew up and like thought about it, it was like it just seemed dumb.
Well, you sneak to watch Family Guy.
It was a lot easier.
How?
It was on like a lot more channels.
How?
I don't know. My parents watched Fox a lot, so it was hard to watch it because Simpsons was on Fox. Wait, so was Family Guy.
Listen, literally, The Simpsons like intro and outro was like Fox. Like when they go shh, do do. That's Fox.
Isn't it like, we're the Simpsons?
Yeah, and that even...
And my parents would hear that and just kick the door down. I don't know why my parents let Family Guy. I think my mom found it charming because she's like extremely conservative and like she found the humor in it like fun for conservatives. Whereas like Simpson is like not.
It's like
I don't know, it just rubbed it the wrong way.
Some people like it, some people don't. Like I know my dad, like he thinks it's fucking hilarious.
My parents like highbrow humor and they found that bad highbrow humor.
Like, my stepmom will, like, leave the room and go watch TV somewhere else if my dad's watching. Like, she'll, like, sit there and watch Family Guy, but, like, if The Simpsons are on, she, like, leaves and, like, I don't like this shit.
Not a fan of The Simpsons?
No, I don't know why, but she just doesn't. But my dad thinks it's hilarious.
I've also never seen Lord of the Rings either.
I could never actually comprehend a whole Lord of the Rings movie.
It's not even the fact that it's long.
I've tried to watch. It is the fact that it's long, and I also
I have never seen a single Lord of the Rings in my life.
Oh, we just made a lot of enemies as gamers, didn't we?
Well,
which is funny because I played the games.
Well, listen, I know.
That's the off-camera person. Don't worry about them.
Well, listen to me. So I think that
apparently we're on culture. Though.
I think that it's a little bit absurd that it takes them 2 full movies to get to one place, and then 1 movie for them to travel all the way back. And do some other shit.
That is a very like, big plot hole, but it's supposed to tell a lot of story.
Like Mad Max, Mad Max, that was like an hour and a half movie. It took them like an hour and 10 minutes to go to this one place, and like within fucking 15 minutes, they're like, and we're back. We're back at the place, and we're defending it.
Yeah, but that's bad storytelling.
I
believe movies should be longer so you can do more world building and storytelling.
Well, they did The Hobbit and shit, but that
movie I fell asleep with. I went to see The Hobbit and I fell asleep 5 minutes in because it was just boring. It was just a bunch of British people talking.
I couldn't watch a whole one. Yeah, they're all in just New Zealand.
I didn't even know they made more than one. I ain't go cap.
I think they made 2 Hobbits and I think they made 3 Lord of the Rings.
I'm what you would call black. That's not what we do. Even if we do that, we don't do that.
Is that what you would call it?
What is up until the HBO show or whatever's on Disney Plus? They didn't even have a black person in Lord of the Rings. Why the fuck would I watch a bunch of like non-me's have fun? Yeah, look at them winning again. Look at them winning again.
Now I'm trying to think back to it. They definitely did not the whole time. Now, like I haven't. I think I've seen a full movie and I played like a Lord of the Rings game, and no, I did not. They were all white.
Of course they were. Black elves, get a grip.
Black elves, like the fucking Highland people.
What land would we be from? The land of the hood? They just give us some shitty hood to give it. They give us some horrible name. They do us all dirty. It's not worth it. You know?
That would just be ridiculous.
So it's already bad enough that the writer of Harry Potter is catching smoke for just being sexist. Don't write stories 40 years ago, you know?
Who is that?
Don't even write a story now because you might get in trouble 20 years from now because you said he. How do you know the person in your story was a he? Because I wrote it. Doesn't matter.
That was a chick who wrote those books.
I know, but I'm saying.
R.L. something.
Who wrote what? Fucking
Harry Potter. It was like R.L. something.
J.K. Rowling.
That's what it was.
Yo.
J.K. Rowling.
Beat me to the mic.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. I thought it was R.L. something.
I'm just going to cut that along. This is useless airtime for 5 seconds. What were you saying?
And we're back.
No, we're not back. What were you saying?
Yeah. Austin knew what it was called. I thought it was R.K.
I said R.K. Rowling.
He said.
No, J.K.
It's J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
He beat me to it.
Yeah, I just know she's not very popular with some people.
Family Guy's made fun of her multiple times.
Who haven't they? Thank God Family Guy's not relevant. We'd be on fucking smoke.
Listen, they use like Family Guy goes out to people for being funny. Like The Simpsons just coincidentally like fucked. Like, do you see like they predicted the Queen's death?
That's not a prediction that people have to. It's not a prediction.
Listen.
Hey, guess what? You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
No.
Oh, how?
No, that's not it. It's not just them showing her like dying. That's not why she didn't even die in the show. I don't think. So what happened was like, the Queen's carriage like hit somebody and they rolled over and all this shit happened. She kind of got hurt. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And on one of the things, the cage, it showed a date. And it showed the year 2022, the month and the day that the Queen actually died.
Did that actually happen? Or
Yes.
Hold on. Or is that like one of them like?
No. That was a clip. That was a clip from the show that actually happened.
That didn't get edited just to make.
No. That was a clip on the show. They've done it multiple times. Area 51. They've literally done it so many times. If you search it up.
I know this. I've seen all the times the Simpsons have been right.
Search it up right now, and it's literally in the episodes. Search it up how many times.
So Family Guy's been right like 4 times too.
4 times. Like, I'm talking about The Simpsons.
No, okay, first off, Family Guy's been on not as long.
Okay, The Simpsons are also.
And they're not even trying to predict things.
The Simpsons are also predicting things that have been like going for like 20. Like
they predicted. Okay, Family Guy predicted Bruce Jenner becoming
Any
Caitlyn
prediction
Jenner.
The Simpsons have made has almost came correct.
Yes, they did.
That happened after.
No, they predicted it like 2000. They predicted it like 2003.
So there's no way when fucking when fucking Peter Griffin comes out and is like, just to show you guys what you're fighting for. Just remember what you troops.
Do you know what year that even happened?
No, I don't.
That was before the transition too.
Do you guys remember the episode of when Brian is dressed up in the yellow hockey helmet?
Oh, and they kill him off for like a minute?
Yeah, and that is
the birth of Vinny, baby. Vinny, how you doing? Every Italian's favorite dog.
Yeah, wait. But that was supposed to be that was supposed to technically be them predicting Paul Walker's death around the time.
Oh my God, no, that was not. They just making shit up.
No.
When they just killed him.
No, Paul Walker fucking drove himself into.
No, he did not. No, he did not. His driver did. His driver killed him.
Drive himself into it.
Tragedy. It was a tragedy.
It was a tragic accident. R.I.P. Paul Walker. He was an absolute legend.
And we don't smoke no polypack here, bro.
No polypack. He was a legend behind the wheel.
You mean behind the camera, or in front of the camera, depending on which.
He ripped cars around too.
Yeah, you know what? If I was supposed to be,
we all can't just be a fucking.
If I was in a certain franchise that forced me into one career, I'd probably If
So
I was in a
people like
movie
Ken
about
Block
like excavators, I'm
exist.
sure I'd buy a few excavators too. You know what I'm saying?
No. They used to rip cars around, yo. I'm not
Now
saying.
it's about family.
No.
Now it's just
It's
family.
all for the family.
It's all about the
No.
family.
Okay,
It's
I'm not
always-
saying he's like, yeah, I felt that role because like that's what I was like when I was younger or anything. But no, like he definitely, of course, you play that role for like years. You're obviously gonna like, you do that role because you like cars, you like street racing. You kind of like that's a role that you kind of like fuck with. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you gotta like
And
cars.
you stick with it. And it's
That
like,
movie had nothing to do with cars after the third one. Or whatever after Tokyo Drift.
I still
Shit was just family.
What's the new one? What's the new one? 9, where they go to fucking space. Like I haven't even seen.
Bro, they go to
that.
family.
Like.
It's just about family. Just stick with the memes, fool. It's about
It
family.
could be about family. If there's a fucking satellite that's gonna shoot a beam down on Los Angeles, you better move.
Unless you're
Just
Vin
move.
Diesel and you got family on your side.
No, just move.
But Vin Diesel
Like
and
it doesn't
family.
mean you like fucking. Doesn't mean you get Tyrese Gibson and fucking Ludacris and fucking everyone's brother to go. Like you get fucking.
Okay. This is just a coincidence, but Brian is seen here wearing a yellow helmet
Okay.
with Stewie.
Okay.
And simply in this episode, Brian gets ran over by a car.
Yeah, because Stewie goes.
That's not how it killed Paul Walker.
Wait.
I forgot my knee pads. I was using them for this other thing.
It may not be the same way he
Right.
died, but they predicted that he was going
So Brian's supposed to be Paul
to
Walker?
die. Pretty much, yeah.
But what? Okay. But what if that episode wasn't about Paul Walker?
2013.
What if that episode wasn't about Paul
When
Walker?
did Paul Walker die? 2012, 2011.
That would not even.
November 30th, 2013.
And that episode aired when?
That's way too current to be a prediction.
When did that episode air? He might have.
That's way too current. Like,
Paul Walker died November 13th, 2013.
I'm
No,
talking about-
November 30th.
I'm talking
Oh, November. Okay, but wait.
Simpsons.
When did the episode air about Brian getting smacked?
Hold up.
Maybe he's right. I don't think he is right, but maybe he's right.
Okay, I'm just gonna show you something here.
Air date November 24th, 2013.
After.
Oh, I think so. Wait, was it?
That's a
No, when did it happen? October?
Like a week after.
No, he died November 30th.
And the episode aired 6
2015.
days earlier.
Aired 6 days earlier.
Okay. I didn't believe you. I owe you. Give me some props. I believe you. That's a good conspiracy theory. That's a good one. That week.
That's too early.
November.
But it's the truth.
That's fucking like 6 days earlier.
That's wild. 6 days from airing.
The
But wait,
Simpsons.
hear it out though.
The sooner you predict it, the more the more psychic I gotta believe you. Because if you predict that 20, like I could say from now, 20 years from now, we're gonna have a dictator run this country.
But
Like,
it's so easy.
see how
to-
crapshoot? Like,
it's so easy to hear and kind of see.
imagine if I said tomorrow you're gonna get like your
Right,
toes
so-
run over,
oh,
and then like a shopping cart hits your toes tomorrow. Instead of me saying in 10 years you might get run over, and that same shopping cart still hits you. Like, one just sounds like a coincidence. One's like, oh, one will be closer on your head because you heard it sooner. It's like just the mentality of it, in my opinion.
It's mind blowing.
I didn't think it was actually gonna be that close.
Me either, honestly.
So what do you got to say? Why you seem
I'm kind of spooked.
Why he's here to just disprove something? He's just silent researching. He's like, I don't believe that bullshit.
This
No,
is
I
like,
just wanna
fuck
see the
that.
date of this- I don't want to see the date that this fucking
Oh.
episode came out.
Oh, you're looking for the episode. Okay. Which Simpsons comparison? Because they did the Trump one. I'll give you. They predicted Trump, allegedly.
Okay, so the Area 51. You remember when everyone found out about Area 51 was gonna be that huge raid?
Yeah.
Area 51. They did an episode about that like 15 years ago.
See, so that seems like way too much time.
What are
13
you gonna
years.
do when a bunch of people?
Not 15 years. it's
storms
probably
the place?
exaggeration. I'm
You gonna
trying to
shoot 'em
figure out-
all?
that's what I'm trying to figure
If
out
you're the
the
government?
date.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
Well, you're just shooting your own fucking civilization and your own people at that point.
But if they're attacking you, okay.
They're not attacking you.
So if a Canadian choked you out and assaulted you, are you gonna defend yourself, or are you gonna look at that as another Canadian?
I'm not meaning like that.
Because that's kind of like.
I'm not meaning like that.
You gotta look at it like that.
Well, yeah, I get that, but I'm more meaning on like the side of like just showing up to see what's there.
As long as you're like at the safe distance that they agreed upon, you're not doing anything. But if you come too close, then I guess they have the right to defend themselves. Because if we stood this distance and we were talking and I got angry, you wouldn't do anything. But if I got like in your face, you'd have the right to do something.
Yeah, of course so.
Because that boundary got broken.
Yeah.
So like people showing up to Area 51 is not a problem in my opinion, unless they cross whatever threshold that was given to them by the government. Because then the government has an unfortunate right to have to fucking do some fucked up shit that's just gonna look bad.
What happens if there is no threshold?
There has to be. There's like, do not come within so many
What
meters.
What happens if it's just
chaos?
The land is unknown of.
We know what's at Area 51.
Yeah,
It's a military base.
But no one knows where it is.
No, we do. It's in Nevada.
Where in Nevada?
The middle of the desert. You can find it on Google Maps. You can't see what's going on there, but you can see it on Google Maps.
I think the episode's called The Tide, and it came out in 2008.
Referring to.
I'm not sure if that's the exact one. I couldn't find the exact thing, but when I searched up,
referring to what though?
Just like 'cause they predicted a bunch of things. I was just going to the Area 51 like discovery and raid when people found out about it. And that was a huge thing, and a bunch of people were gonna go there. They never actually did. Like it was a huge.
How do you know that the Simpsons episode didn't just sway people to act that way? Because we saw it. How do you know people didn't see that Simpsons episode and didn't choose to act?
Well, because
people will do that shit.
I can't remember exactly what happened.
People will do shit they see in media.
People have been believing that for like ever, but it was like a huge wave. Like there was a huge.
It's like 100 people.
No. It was more than
the storm Area 51 raid that they organized.
It was not even more than 100 people showed up. Like a couple people showed up. But
yeah,
it
was not. It was just a bunch of people Naruto running.
It was like thousands of people like actually like said they were gonna go, did this huge thing, and they never actually happened.
Wasn't it like the raid like Area 51 thing they were talking about? When everyone made that Facebook, it was like the Josh fight. It was kind of like the Josh fight where everyone went on Facebook.
I don't know exactly.
Made a meme and then
I can't think back to remember what exactly caused everybody to make their focus go to Area 51 to want to go see something there. I think
it was
years and years of build up, probably.
I think it was a certain somebody was releasing top confidential information that the government was withholding, and a lot of people were hoping that it was to do with aliens, Area 51, and stuff like that.
It was the that's right when the ex-Secretary of Defense started releasing classified
like under Trump's
information.
fucking
No, before Trump.
Obama's? When did this happen?
This has been happening for a while. The
government's just been fucking around.
I can't remember what Secretary of Defense, from what year it's been, but he's been trying to release secrets and tell people things for the longest time now.
Well, the first I've heard of it is from Trump.
It was okay. Well, Trump also has did a lot of shit like that, bro. Cause you know why they had the fucking Pentagon, the talk of the Pentagon about UFOs and everything.
Why?
Because Trump gave them a timeline. He literally gave them a timeline. If they didn't actually have a talk about this or bring this to light or actually have a actual discussion about this shit going on right now, all the sightings, all this recent events going on, that he was gonna out it to everyone. So they literally had a meeting at the Pentagon for the first time in 50 years. That actually
about Area 51.
The topic of not Area 51. The topic of discussion was, what they call them AUPs now, AUPs.
What's that stand for?
I can't remember what the abbreviation now is, but they changed it from UFO, unidentified flying object, to
alien and unidentified plane.
What? AEP. Let me see this. AEPs.
It's AEPs.
AEPs?
AEP, I think, is what it is. But they actually had a discussion about it because they're having it's on a day-to-day basis now. There's training facilities that are on remote locations that are seeing day-to-day, like, not like sightings, encounters, like actual encounters that they're having on day-to-day basis on like during
UAPs.
Yeah.
What is a UAP?
So yeah,
Let me
search
find that
that
out.
meaning of
UAP.
that up.
UAP. I'm gonna look up UAP definition because I said that wrong. UAP.
Yeah, that's the new UFO. They're not called UFOs anymore.
Doesn't it? Because it's like UFO, but then you just get unidentified. It only gives me the UFO one. UAP. What does UAP mean?
It's the same thing.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah, that's what they're calling them. Phenomenons or phenoms is what they're calling
Phenomenons.
them.
Yeah, unidentified aerial phenomenons.
Yeah, so that's what they are now, and because it's such like a rapidly, like growing thing. Like you're seeing things on like Instagram. People are posting things just because like you can literally see it. Like it's like to think back in the day when they didn't have all the lights like this. If we didn't have lights, say if we're like a whole entire city were to go for like a blackout,
Yeah.
So
we could see the sky a lot more. If we went for a whole entire blackout and like something were like that to come over us, I think we could see a lot more. But like people are starting to see things in the daytime, and like people are starting to see shit, and well, like ships, like people are seeing like things moving around in the daytime, like stars like aligning, shit like moving, like, and like that's why they had to talk about it because fucking Donald Trump was threatening to like not threatening to expose things, but he's telling like the people should know about this. Like this can't just be like hidden now.
Oh
like,
wow.
This
Okay.
is too
I actually
much
see what you're
to
saying.
ignore.
I just found a report from the CBC. It says Canadians report seeing UFOs in the sky at a rate of 3 times a day.
Exactly.
So people are seeing these things up to 3 times a day.
Yeah,
so
and that's just sightings. And like the U.S. military, if you look at it, like this is documented. This is interactions. They're now shooting at them.
People are?
The U.S. military is. This guy went on Joe Rogan podcast, and Joe Rogan asked them, like, well, you guys are just seeing these things? And he said, no, we're interacting with them. And he said, how? And he said, well, at first they thought, because they thought that only the U.S. was seeing them, so they thought they could be even, like, Russian or, like, any other country, like, having technology that they don't know about. They thought it was something else, but no. The Taliban shooting at them, Pakistan. There's a bunch of places that are, like, also doing the same thing, like, shooting at them.
Yeah.
So they know it's not, like, it's not any other, like, thing that we'd have, like, that they would have a problem with, right? So they're seeing this shit now more and more often. So now they have to bring it to light. Like it's becoming more.
It's being more. Yeah, everyone's seeing.
It's becoming more like like you can't just push it over. It's becoming more undeniable now.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
The first time in 50 years that they've actually had a discussion where they've acknowledged the presence of this.
This was like how long ago though? Like Trump?
Last year. Last year. You can even search up when the Pentagon searched it up because some of it has been made public.
Which is like
a lot of it was classified, but it's been publicly known that they had a discussion for the first time in 50 years. And I literally was either late last year or early this year, because that's when they changed it from UFO to the
it was last year.
Yeah, last year.
Around September. Or June-ish. Actually, Pentagon now reports about 400 UFO. Okay.
Yeah, so this shit is interesting. Like, it's so much more interesting to me now, because before it was like, oh yeah, the possibility, but now it's like, they're actually saying, okay, now, like, this isn't just a theory. Like, we're fucking seeing something. We're seeing something that's unexplainable right now. Like, literally, our physics and our math are like, we cannot define or understand how their ships are moving and how their shit's going.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Jesus Christ.
I think that's fucked up, man.
I think we'll call that a good go. Well, this was the Gamers Only podcast. We'll be out. This is Will, Wyatt, and Austin. Reporting out.
That's our final introduction right there, actually.